After a year-long wait, it was finally race day again at Valleys Extreme. The paddock was a lot busier this year, with a good variety of big bikes on show. On my bike, the rear subframe has been welded back together by Pembrokeshire's finest mobile mechanic, and I was sporting a brand new, purpose-built rear shock from Hyperpro. Bertha and I were much better prepared this year, and I was confident I could represent the airheads a lot better. And it was great to see that this time out there was another classic entering the big bike class.
You're the Transalp crew.
Yeah.
So what makes
transgender? That's what we got, so that's what we use.
Have you done any races or anything like that?
I've never raced them.
No.
Well, I do enduro, right? But it's something different, isn't it?
What do you think the strengths are on the Transalp to say some of the other stuff you've seen around here?
Guaranteed it ain't going to break down.
Yeah, right, it's a Honda.
Yeah, when you smash it to bits, it doesn't hurt your wallet. This is a good bike, isn't it? What is it? Under £2,000 for a bike.
It's got to be quite light compared to like a GS or something like that.
180 kilograms.
Yeah, I think that.
The Honda Transalp doesn't often get a lot of attention, which isn't helped by the lukewarm styling on the later models. But after my brief chat with Alad and Adam, it made me realise they make a lot of sense for this kind of riding. And that 93 model does look particularly good in the green with the gold wheels. I eagerly awaited the arrival of the other classic that I thought was coming, but Richard arrived with a somewhat unorthodox excuse.
The Velocette isn't here, and it's Vladimir Putin's fault. It is. My strategy is to stall it and wait for everybody to get out of the way.
Yeah,
particularly now that I've seen so many big adventure bikes here and they all look like they know what they're doing. So some big upgrades for this year. The main issue I found with it last year was the back suspension, there wasn't any. So this year I put on some amazing shock absorbers that I got off eBay for the princely sum of 55 quid. And they are genuine off-roady shock absorbers, they are.
From 1953?
From 1996, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
Oh, so they've only had 30 years of abuse then?
Yes.
So they'd be fine?
Yeah, they might be okay, yes.
Look at that damping.
It's like an airbed. I'm not going to feel any bumps. I'm going to glide over the whole coal tip.
You want to go back there? Go on, Rich. Now, boys.
I had made a decent start and was settling into a steady pace. Others were feeling a bit more sendy. Straight offered a great opportunity to open the bike up a bit, but we had to be a bit careful. It was surprisingly slippery.
Definitely could don't get that foot peg like Simon said. Foot slipped off a few times there. This guy's over the off a bit. You're kidding. Fuck me. sign I'm about to fall off. That's the point I need to remember about saving energy. I got so tired last time. It's quite cold, which is... Oh great. This doesn't look good. It's very British queuing. What's going on here? We meet again.
What's going on, man?
They made it too hard. People can't get up it.
It's too bloody hard this year, isn't it? Yeah, if they put in bits that we can't get up, I mean...
Yeah.
Right, mate, go for it.
3, 2, 1, go! Legend, boys, legend!
Keep going!
Hell yeah! I can't wait to get ready to do that there again.
The going was much harder than last year, and the evidence was all the bikes just strewn across the course.
There we go, I got my fitness up, I made my bike better, I got a little better at riding, and they've got to make the course harder. God damn you body, boys. That seat is something phenomenal, but I've got a feeling that they're not going to let me use it much longer. Not the first rider. That'll cheer me up a bit. Ah, look, I can see everything now.
It had been a long and tough first lap, but I was settling into a decent pace which I was confident I could keep going for the rest of the race. Fortunately, Roadblock Hill was all clear this time round, and I managed to get up without too much problem.
Yes, we got it. Oh.
As happy as I was with progress, I had little idea that I was about to be lapped by the other classic. Aled on the 93 Honda Transalp was absolutely tanking it.
Transalp, man, you are flying, son. You are flying. Well, that's the best classic. Well, probably a better rider as well helps. Whatever it is, that combination's going well.
Another classic came flying by, and for a brief moment I turned into Homer Simpson.
Woohoo! Another classic for you there, boys.
By this point, all nerves and anxiety about the race had completely gone, and I was just really enjoying my bike.
Head mucking through your boys!
Until disaster struck.
There's my truck. A little rough. Maybe it's just a bit of water in the carbs or something. We're down to 1 cylinder now. Oh, I'd love that second cylinder back soon. We've got hill climbs. I've lost my carb bucket.
You don't really want to ride that on 1 cylinder because you're going to suck half of this.
No, I'm not getting up the hills or anything like that.
Let's get you over here, mate.
My bike had fallen to the most frustrating of mechanical issues. I sat and watched the other riders go by, looking out for Rich on the second airhead, but there was no sign of him. It seemed he'd succumb to the difficult course as well, and in 2023, Valleys Extreme would get the better of the airheads.
I lost my float bowl. Yeah, so I'm out. If you see one, bring one round, eh? Go on then, don't quit.
Once again, Richard had managed to drag his Enduro Boxer and its £55 eBay suspension through the gruelling course. And let's not forget, this is a bike that started his life as a road-going R100RS. Eventually, out of 22 starters, Rich and his Enduro Boxer finished 13th, putting on a decent result for Classic Team Bavaria. Not a bad result, but in the end the Boxers were truly outclassed by the other classic bike doing the rounds. The almost stock 1993 Honda Transalp ridden by Aled had managed an impressive third place, with the later model ridden by Adam also achieving 5th. I had a feeling they'd be great bikes for the job, but that's some impressive riding too. I have to admit, I was pretty gutted to drop out, but at least now I know what my next job in the garage is.